Hello, I'm Tim Krul. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
What's going on, Lewis? Norwich City Central and Norwich City have signed a new striker. Really delighted and excited to hear that Norwich City have signed Josip Drmic. I think I said that right, Josip Drmic. A striker who's had a very successful track record in the Bundesliga and is a Switzerland international who's got a very good goal scoring record. This is really exciting and I'm really happy to hear that he's signed for Norwich. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm just going to be giving you a bit of information about Josip Drmic and whether he'll be a success at Norwich City. I definitely think he will be though. But yeah, he's been in the Bundesliga for 7 years now, and he's played against the best players. He's played in the Champions League, so he's got experience, and he knows where the back of the net is. He's played at Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League, and he's also had spells at Hamburg and Borussia Mönchengladbach, and he's also in the Switzerland setup as well. 32 appearances and 10 goals. So this is a striker who knows where the back of the net is, and he's played at the highest pedigree, and I'm really excited that he's chosen to come to Norwich. And one of the reasons he did come to Norwich was his conversation with Tim Closer, in which Tim Closer did recommend that coming to Norwich would be the right place for him. But 26 years of age, strikers probably get into their peak around the 28 to 30 period. Teemu Pukki is 29, so this is a player who as a youngster had high potential, and in the last couple of years he has faded away a little bit, and that's the type of signings Norwich City love to make. This is a striker with high potential, especially when he was a youngster, but has slightly gone under the radar since. I mean, Tom Triball's a player who's been like that. Mario Rancic has been a player like that. So Norwich City love buying these kind of players who've got potential but haven't been given the right setup to flourish, and hopefully Josip Drmic will. But yeah, this is a bit of information about him. He finished his first season in Germany with 17 league goals, the third most by any player in the league, behind Borussia Dortmund's Robert Leverkusen and Bayern Munich's Mario Mandzukic. So he's definitely up there with high names, and this is why this signing is so exciting. He made his European debut during the season with Leverkusen in 2014-2015 before moving to Borussia Mönchengladbach. And as I said, after a 7-year stint, he's come to Norwich for a fresh new challenge. And what did he have to say about coming to Norwich? I'm coming to the Premier League and I now can challenge in the best league in the world. When I first came to Norwich, the first thing I noticed is how kind everyone was. It's given me a lot of positive energy and we're excited to see what happens. That's what I love about this setup. It's a real great community feel between the players and the fans, and Josip Drmic I think will flourish under it. As I said, earlier on in his career he could have been one of the next big strikers. Unfortunately, due to injuries and probably some other factors, it hasn't quite working out for him, but I'm sure it will. And Norwich City, as I said, love these type of players. Daniel Farke, we made it clear that we wanted to sign a new striker. We found a guy who can prove himself at the highest level. He has a lot of Bundesliga appearances and a very good record for the Switzerland national team. He has had a difficult couple of years with injuries, but we feel he is the full package. 2 or 3 years ago, some of the biggest clubs in Europe were interested in him. He's a good character and a good guy, and I feel he was his best days yet to come. How excited is that? He's up there with one of the biggest strikers in Europe at times. Obviously not now, but hopefully we can get him to flourish, and hopefully he can get back to being his best and scoring goals. But yeah, that's such a great line. 2 or 3 years ago, some of the biggest clubs in Europe were interested in him. Obviously injuries have played a hindrance in his career, but like Tom Triball, like Mario Rancic, we've given them a home and they've settled and done excellently. Hopefully Josip Drmic, we can do the same. Is he going to be the first choice striker this season? It's hard to tell. I definitely think this is going to be a lot of hard competition for Teemu Pukki. As much as I like Jordan Rhodes, and if the fee's right, I'd want Jordan Rhodes to come back to Norwich. Josip Drmic seems like a much better striker, and he's going to give him a much more competition, and Teemu Pukki is going to have to play at his best in order to keep his spot. But really exciting. This is a player who's obviously lost his way, but is a great record in the Bundesliga, and hopefully, now he's 26. Hopefully we can give him a place to stay, a place to feel like home, and hopefully he can flourish and do really well. This is a really exciting signing, and I think it will be a successful one for Norwich City, and I can't wait to see Josip Drmic in a Norwich City shirt. Thanks for watching. Please leave your thoughts down below on Norwich City's new striker. Subscribe to Norwich City Central if you're new, and I'll see you later.